My name is Evelyn, and my story is one that many may find unusual, but it's a tale of love, healing, and destiny. I grew up by the sea, where my fascination with marine life blossomed into a lifelong passion. Among all the creatures of the ocean, there was one that captured my heart more than anything else, a playful and intelligent dolphin I named Blue. Blue came into my life during a particularly lonely period. I was walking along the shore when I saw him struggling in shallow water, tangled in fishing nets. Without hesitation, I waded in to free him, and from that day forward, Blue and I shared a unique bond. He seemed to understand me in ways no human ever had. Every morning, I would rush to the beach to see Blue. He would leap joyfully from the water, his whistles and clicks forming a symphony of happiness that filled my heart. Our connection was profound, and I often spoke to him as if he could understand every word. He was my confidant, my solace, and my best friend. One day, Blue's playful energy seemed to vanish. He moved sluggishly and appeared to be in pain. My heart ached to see him this way, and I knew I had to do something. Desperate, I called the nearest marine vet clinic for help. To my relief, they agreed to send someone immediately. Dr. Adrian arrived later that afternoon. He was a tall, charismatic man with an aura of quiet confidence. His piercing blue eyes reminded me of the ocean, and his gentle demeanor immediately put me at ease. Together, we examined Blue, and Adrian explained that he likely had an infection that needed immediate attention. As Adrian administered medicine and care to Blue, I couldn't help but admire his dedication. He worked tirelessly, speaking softly to the dolphin as if reassuring him that he would be okay. It was a level of compassion I hadn't encountered in a long time, and I felt an unexpected warmth blooming in my chest. Over the next few days, Adrian visited regularly to check on Blue's progress. Each time he came, I found myself looking forward to our conversations. He was not only knowledgeable, but also incredibly kind and attentive. We talked about our shared love for the ocean, our dreams, and even our fears. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink, Adrian and I sat by the water's edge. He told me about his childhood, his journey to becoming a marine vet, and his love for animals. In return, I shared my life story, including how Blue had saved me from loneliness. It was in that moment that I realized I was falling for him. His passion for life, his empathy, and the way he genuinely cared for Blue and me made my heart flutter. But I was afraid to confess my feelings. After all, we had only just met, and our connection had been forged under unusual circumstances. To my surprise, Adrian seemed to feel the same way. One evening, as we watched Blue frolic in the water, now fully recovered, he turned to me and said, "Evelyn, meeting you has been unexpected but wonderful. You've reminded me of the beauty in simplicity and connection. I think I've been falling for you since the day we met." I was stunned but overjoyed. With tears in my eyes, I admitted my feelings as well. That night, we shared our first kiss under the starlit sky, the waves serenading us with their gentle rhythm. It felt like the universe had conspired to bring us together. Our relationship blossomed quickly. Adrian's visits became less about Blue and more about us. We spent countless hours exploring the shoreline, cooking meals together, and sharing dreams of a future that seemed increasingly intertwined. Blue seemed to approve, often nudging us playfully as if to say he'd been the matchmaker. One evening, as we celebrated Blue's full recovery, Adrian surprised me with a heartfelt confession. "Evelyn," he began, holding my hands tightly, "I never thought I'd find someone who understands me so deeply. Will you marry me?" Tears of joy streamed down my face as I said yes. It was the happiest moment of my life. Blue seemed to share in our excitement, leaping high into the air as if giving his blessing. Planning the wedding was a whirlwind of emotions. We decided to have an intimate ceremony by the sea, the place where our love story began. Friends and family gathered, and Blue made a special appearance, delighting everyone with his playful antics. On the day of our wedding, I walked down the sandy aisle in a flowing white gown, my heart racing with happiness. Adrian stood waiting, looking as dashing as ever, his eyes filled with love. As we exchanged vows, the ocean breeze carried our words, and the sound of waves crashing provided the perfect backdrop. Our first night as a married couple was magical. Adrian's tenderness and passion made me feel cherished in a way I had never experienced before. Our love felt boundless, as vast and deep as the ocean itself. We spent the night sharing our dreams and making promises to cherish each other forever. Blue remained an integral part of our lives. He became a symbol of our love and the catalyst for the beautiful journey we had embarked upon. Adrian and I often joked that we owed our happiness to a dolphin who had brought us together in the most unexpected way. Today, as I sit by the shore, watching Blue play in the water and feeling Adrian's arms around me, I can't help but marvel at how life unfolded. What began as a simple act of kindness for a dolphin turned into a love story that surpassed my wildest dreams. And for that, I will always be grateful.